Ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at a beautiful car, the Audi S4 B5, an absolute legend. 2.7 liter V6 Biturbo engine, wonderful turbo sounds, 265 horsepower, 400 newton meters of torque, and of course we mounted the GoPro on the exhaust so you can hear the beautiful sounds this thing makes. This is not the Estate wagon, as you can see. The Estate is also a legend in the car industry, and car guys love this thing because you can take that engine and tune it up to 1000 horsepower if you want. Most of the people have an engine with about 500 horsepower because it's easily tunable, and the more desired car would be the Audi RS4, but this engine is also a fantastic thing. Beautiful Biturbo V6 Audi. Let me show you the key and take it for a drive. So to be perfectly honest, I couldn't wait to drive this thing because this is actually a car that gave me the possibility to drive over 300. This was the first car that I've ever driven over 300 kph, an Audi S4 stage 2 tuned with 450 horsepower. This one though is original. It has this 265 horsepower and 217,000 kilometers on the speedometer. So let me show you what this car can do still to this day. Lights are on and we're driving through a beautiful forest. The sound that this thing does, you know, the sound that it produces is just absolutely wonderful. Everything it does, going through those beautiful corners around the forest, driving on mountain roads, is just fantastic. Oh, yeah! Although it's 20 years old, over 20 years old, it still feels very nice to drive. Here a narrow corner, accelerate out. The only thing you have to watch out for is to keep it over 4,500 RPMs, because the turbo kicks in after 4,000 RPMs really hard. And if you, I mean, look at that. If I step on the throttle now, nothing will happen. But after 4,000, bam! The turbo kicks in really hard. And we have a slight delay from second to third, but nothing major. Going around those corners. And on the brakes. Let me tell you, for such an old car, it handles very good. This is just where it feels very good, where it really has the potential. Some narrow corners, but more on the long ones, and over 4,000 RPMs. It's just brilliant. I mean, look at that, second gear, 2,000 RPM, step on the throttle, nothing. Now comes the boost. It really gets going. Brake here, narrow, and on the brake. It doesn't understeer, it doesn't oversteer, it's just neutral, and then accelerate out. Third gear. This is just what driving is about. Enjoying it on a landly road, nobody here, absolutely wonderful. Let me accelerate from 0 to 100 to show you what the car can really do and take on those corners again. So, first gear, no launch control. Okay, let's go. Oh yeah! And nice on the brake. Go around that corner, gently on the throttle, let it accelerate. Those 265 horsepower, they feel absolutely fantastic. You don't need anything more in this car to enjoy it, really not. Shift down, next corner, nice on the throttle and accelerate. I mean, this is what driving is about, really. I just love it. I think what is important to say though is, okay, what gives the driving experience really the tip of it? Well, I think the Quattro system works fantastic. Of course, the engine is the main key factor why you should consider buying a car like this. The sound, the turbo whistle, the build up, everything is very, very good. Is it the most advanced car? Is it the fastest car in the segment? No. Probably an M3 or an C, yeah, let's say C43 back then would be a very hard competitor to beat. But this car has an all-wheel drive system. You can actually go to ski, you can go on mountain roads, you can drive on snow. What you can't do, you can do it, but it won't be a nice experience with a BMW or a Mercedes. And this is just something that is very special and very nice to enjoy on landly roads like this. Roads that are very challenging, where you have to brake, where you have to decelerate, where you have to watch your turbo boost. That is where it really shines. Really a beautiful experience with this car. Second gear, look at those beautiful corners. And accelerate, third gear. Oh, this is just what dreams are made of. This is what every car guy is really what's driving car guys, what is making us wanting to keep a car on the road. It's the feeling that it gives you 20 years in the future. Remembering beautiful times, look at that. Go around here, accelerate. The brakes could be better, okay, 20 years in the future. Brakes are much better today. Shifting feels nice. It's pretty old, but it feels still to this day very nice. Clutch feeling is also okay. A little bit of a strange feeling when driving off. And what is certainly better today is the turbo lag. Because today's cars, they don't have a big turbo lag. This one does. And that's the reason for it. That's why I wanted to drive it, because it's the feeling, it's the turbo lag, it's the acceleration, it's feeling that boost. All of those things make a car beautiful to drive, and that's what it's about. And I really like the S4. I hope you enjoyed this POV drive, and if you want to see the full review, make sure to check out our other videos on the car. And thank you very much for watching. Have a great one. Goodbye.